For blessings and love is divine. It's time, there's got to be a way for the meek and the humble to prosper. This one thing I will say, give thanks to God the Creator. Peace, perfect peace. It's time to release when the workers of wickedness cease. Wars will be over when justice comes over and shine. Come shine. Children are growing, creating a brand new design. It's time. We pray for peace and love, and we hope it will last forever. As sure as stars above, our joys will come bubbling over. None can defeat or escape this judgment this time. It's time. People start breaking across the poverty line. It's time for us to change from the selfish indulgence we are. We've got to rearrange, and the blessings of love will come over. Peace, perfect peace. It's time to release when the workers of wickedness cease. Peace, perfect peace. War should be over when justice comes over and shine. Come shine. Children are growing, creating a brand new design. It's time. We pray for peace and love, and we hope it will last forever. As sure as stars above, our joys will come bubbling over. None can defeat or escape the judgment this time.
Welcome, folks.
People start breaking across the poverty line.
Let's remain peaceful.
It's time for us to change from the selfish.
The most talk about presidential run out is scheduled for tomorrow.
But the blessings of love come over. Peace,
In line with what the commission said,
searching for peace, peace and love. Yeah.
let's keep flying the message of peace.
Perfect peace. Searching.
Let's keep promoting the message of peace.
Ooh.
Liberia first,
So holding a positive mind.
Liberia last,
Giving up
and Liberia forever.
divine. It's time
Let's keep sharing the live video.
for the meek and the humble to.
This is how I choose to welcome to you
And I will say, give thanks to God.
to the program
Peace.
Focal Point.
It's time to release
That is Focal Point
when the workers of wickedness.
on the Pride of District 13.
But when justice comes over us,
Keep sharing the live video.
children are growing, creating a brand new.
Let's discuss the issues about peace.
We pray for peace and love
Let's admonish our brothers and sisters
forever. As sure as stars,
to maintain the peace.
our joys will come bubbling over.
We just have few hours to the pool.
Judgment this time, it's time. People start
Let's
breaking
remember to keep the peace.
the line. It's time
In spite of what we do,
to change.
let us remember to keep the peace.
We've got to rearrange.
Peace, peace, peace.
Love will come over. Peace.
I know you have the political side,
Time to release. When the world
but our political side is not bigger than Liberia.
peace.
Liberia is bigger than our personal interests.
When the world is up wickedness.
Liberia is bigger than every politician.
Perfect peace.
Liberia gave birth to every one of us. this is why we are considered as Liberians. Let's keep the peace. Let's turn out to vote. Let's vote wisely. Let's also remember to vote wisely. Let's share the live video.
Wars will be over when justice comes over and shine. Come shine. Children are growing, creating a brand new design. It's time. We pray for peace and love, and we hope it will last forever.
Let's pray for peace and love.
Our joys will come bubbling over. None can be.
If we have peace in Liberia,
It's time. People
you and I will coexist.
poverty line. It's time.
We will promote each other.
From the selfish indulgence we are, we've had to remain. While the blessings of love come over, peace, perfect peace, searching for peace, peace and love, yeah, peace, perfect peace, searching for peace. Ooh. Brothers and sisters are holding a positive mind. This time, giving your praises for blessings and love is divine. It's time, there's got to be a way for the meek and the humble to prosper. This one thing I will say, give thanks to God the Creator. Peace, perfect peace. It's time to release. When the workers of wickedness cease, wars will be over when justice comes over and shine. Come shine. Children are growing, creating a brand new design. It's time. We pray for peace and love, and we hope it will last forever. As sure as stars above, our joys will come bubbling over. None can defeat or escape this judgment this time. It's time. People start breaking across the poverty line. It's time. It's time for us to change. From the selfish indulgence we are, we've got to rearrange. And the blessings of love will come over. Peace, perfect peace. It's time to release. When the workers of wickedness cease. Peace, perfect peace. It's time to release. When the workers of wickedness cease. Peace, perfect peace. It's time to release. When the workers of wickedness cease, searching for peace, perfect peace. It's time to release. When the workers of wickedness cease, peace, perfect peace. It's time to release. And now, when the workers of wickedness cease,
Okay, folks, welcome again. You just saw the symbol displaying on the screen, and that symbol tells us to do away with violence because violence is not good. We have endured so many forms of violence in Liberia, and nothing has ever gone right in Liberia. Violence has destroyed our country. Violence has destroyed every fabric of our society. So, because of that, we will not want to encourage anyone to engage into violence. You remembered the situations we had here in Liberia, in which our brothers and sisters were being slaughtered due to this same form of violence. Innocent people were killed as a result of this violence. So we need to conduct ourselves as one of the oldest countries in Africa. We need to conduct ourselves as one of the oldest countries in Africa. Taking into considerations that we obtained our independence in 1847, that should draw a more conscious awareness that Liberia is one of the oldest countries in Africa. You understand? So we should be providing pieces of advice to other countries around our sub-region. We should be providing advice to some of the countries around, like Sierra Leone. These people should be looking at us or rely on us for advice. But on the contrary, every time we have issues relative to elections in this country, a lot of the people get so intimidated because of the statements politicians are often making. So these statements, the kind of statement you make represent or question or draw a line for people to question who you are. You understand? So as we go to the pool, because we just have few days, tomorrow is the election. We just have few hours rather. We just have few hours to the pool. And I want to use this time to actually talk to our consciences. I'll talk to the consciences of many Liberians who will be going out there. Talk to many Liberians who will actually be going out there to be to be very, very peaceful on tomorrow. You did it before, and you can do it again. And together, if we have peace in Liberia, every one of us will definitely rise. So let us keep it peaceful, but we will discuss other key issues. We will discuss other key issues. Over the last 2 days, there has been some attractive scenes in particularly Montserrat and other parts of Liberia. That is to say, the campaign activities from the two parties that are participating into the runoff elections. It was on Saturday. The opposition Unity Party and its alliance or its allied came out. They concluded their campaign activity on Saturday on the 11th. And yesterday, the ruling coalitions of Democratic Change, which is seeking re-elections, came outside, and the two party actually had a massive turnout. The two party actually had a massive turnout on their respective campaign rally. So, but on the Facebook, people are making it to look like the Unity Party or the ruling coalitions of Democratic Change had the largest crowd, or the Unity Party had the largest crowd. So, if we are to be very honest in our opinion, if we are to be honest in our analysis, then we could say for a fact that, and this part we mean very undiluted, is that the ruling coalitions of Democratic Change have had multiple activities in Montserrat County, but during the first round of the elections, the opposition Unity Party actually won Montserrat County with a slight margin. I stand to be corrected. It could be a 2,000 plus margin. I really don't have the figures yet now, but they actually became famous owing to the fact that they actually won the ruling coalitions of Democratic Change. But one of the things here is that we need to be fully aware of the fact that, particularly to the opposition people, that is to the Unity Party folks. I will read a statement from Joseph Gilman Boaka, because because of the activity, some of those outline protocols that was earlier announced by the Unity Party folks, Joseph Boakai did not address his partisans. So I will actually be reading the statement from old man Joseph Boakai, who happens to be the standard bearer of the opposition Unity Party. So there are a lot of statements that he made. And I believe a particular portion of that particular statement has something to do with daring. I know he suspects that somebody is going to undermine the peace and stability or undermine their results or whatsoever. But I will actually read a statement, and I hope that other people too can contribute. Why you can contribute by commenting in the comment section. So by 5:20, folks, we will definitely have Emmanuel Fodi Y, an intellectual in District 13, and a member of the ruling coalitions. We are not going to, because campaign has ended, as per what the National Elections Commission has said, we are not going to violate, we are not going to contravene the protocol of the National Elections Commissions. We are expected, as a media institution, we are expected to remain in full compliance of what the National Elections Commission has earlier laid down as a guideline for every Liberians and political institutions. So, in as much as it has been mandated by the National Elections Commission that there should be no canvassing, we will not afford our platform. Equally so, we will not afford our platforms to politicians to utilize this platform as a conduit to canvass or to send out campaign or promotional activity to their partisan. So we want to look at the statement made by former Vice President, and we will read the statement in its entirety. We will actually read the statement in its entirety. And so, folks, bear with me. Let's see. Let's see what we can. Bear with me. Let's see what we can get the statement. Checking on the Unity Party official Facebook page. I made some efforts to look at the statements on yesterday when President George Manuia spoke. Because as a matter of fact, these are two important figures that actually participated in the election. So their speeches are very key. To us, especially as we move in towards these crucial process. But it is equally so that we remind our brothers and sisters that they should remain peaceful. Liberia have gone through a lot when it comes to the issues of violence. We don't want to see a more chaotic scene here. No Liberians is even willing. Like I have been having off-stage discussions with many Liberians, and whenever people are trying to make mentions of the war violence, a lot of them frown at you owing to the fact that Liberians have actually gone through a lot in this country. Liberians have actually gone through a lot. You understand? Because of the civil conflict we have in our country, many of our brothers and sisters now are residing in places like Ghana, Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, and so many places in the world. Because of these issues of violence. So, and what normally starts violence in Liberia is these issues about elections. Even though there are sometimes we have other present issues which are political disagreements sometimes generate a more chaotic scene. But on this particular note, we need to be very careful of the way we conduct ourselves, especially when we have to make cardinal decision. So let me just acquaint you. I just got a word from the management of FOCA Online TV that FOCA Online TV will be very, very proactive, throughout the presidential runoff election. FOCA Online TV will be very, very proactive. Tomorrow you will see the vehicles of FOCA Online TV will be parading the street, or purposely to bring the people up to speed with what will be taking place. Will be taking into considerations the kind of massive turnout we saw during the first round. Actually, during the first round, even it wasn't even us that said it. The National Elections Commission said the turnout that were experienced during the first round of the election was more historical. Was very very historical. That was the largest turnout since the existence of Liberia. So we will be hoping because normally during the course of the second round, a lot of the people don't seem to have interest, but it is equally important too that we become to sensitize our people, encourage them, give them that kind of appetite to go and make their decision. It is not because you stood up with somebody and the person didn't win the elections, so you feel disappointed about about participating in the elections. Once you are a Liberian, the decision of our country rests squarely on our shoulder. Whatever you do, don't allow other people to go there to the pool and make decisions that will harm you. Don't allow other people to go to the pool and make decisions and say, I will not be part of this particular activity. Go to the pool. That is your constitutional right. That is your constitutional right. And your constitutional right must be respected. Go to the pool on tomorrow. Cast your ballot in a more peaceful fashion. Cast your ballot in a more peaceful fashion. Like the difficulty some of you endured for the first round, you are no longer going to experience it because we just have two persons participating in the process. So because we have two persons participating, I want to believe that during the first round, then there have been several recommendations by international observers who came here during the course of the first round, and those recommendations, those recommendations were submitted to the ECC. Those recommendations were submitted to the U.S. Embassy. Those recommendations were submitted to all of our development partners who are so much concerned about the electionary process in Liberia. So they too have said to the National Elections Commission, you need to actually improve X, Y, and Z. If you ever went to the pool during the course of the first round and you experienced difficulty, perhaps the polling staff or the person who worked the National Elections Officer or perhaps the PO was catching it very difficult to identify your names. Definitely, I think all of those results, all of those issues, all of those challenges, all of those hurdles will be resolved. All of those hurdles will be resolved. And this is why the National Elections Commission has had multiple workshops, which of course I know most of their activities were tailored around enhancing the kind of training they offer to those who work with them during the course of the first round. So as I said earlier on, I will be going to the the Unity Party, the Unity Party, the Unity Party uh, statement. Okay, our statement by Honorable Joseph Human Bwaka, standard bearer of the Unity Party. The closing of the Unity Party's campaign November 12, 2023. Our party leadership, our allies from other political parties, my fellow citizens, dear Liberians, members of the press, I want to thank you all of our political allies for their support, loyalty, and commitment to the rescue agenda. Liberia will reward you for the decision you have made to join and collectively change our country for the better. Tuesday, November 14, 2022 will mark yet another milestone in our collective sojourn as a nation. These run-up elections present the final push to remove terror, lawlessness, corruptions, indifference, neglect, incompetence, and have plagued our country for 6 years. We are confident that Liberians will turn out again in their minds to demonstrate their love, courage, resilience, and determination to join us in restoring our country. Our plan to lead this country is a fort, and our resolve a match. With victory in our reach, and Mr. We are feared of the day of reckoning, has embarked on a reckless misadventure to orchestrate a campaign of fear. He and his co-conspirators have resorted to the worst act of cowardice to frighten our people into submission, but once men's desperation for power will not hold our country ransom. In recent days, Mr. Weah and his government have violated all principles in law that promote democracy and free, fair elections. He has wantonly flaunted and committed various violations of our constitution, regional and international law, especially the ECOWAS Protocol. On Friday, November 10, 2023, while our Vice Standard-Bearer Prince Yomi Johnson were leading scheduled campaign activity in Zor-Sule, Nima County, they narrowly escaped death when their convoy came on a hail of gunfire. We later learned that a certain Anthony Kuyampa, a staff in the office of Mr. Weah, was responsible for this deadly attack, which was premeditated and planned to disrupt and prevent our Vice Standard-Bearer from campaigning. As a result of this brazen disregard for human lives, about 4 persons were wounded and several vehicles damaged. Our investigation conducted so far suggests that this callous act of lawlessness was masterminded and orchestrated by President Weah and his operative, hoping that they can instill fear in the people of Nima and the Liberian populace. The UP witches, all those injured in the attack, is speedy recovery. They are true heroes. Their sacrifices will not be in vain. They are true patriots with a cause to defend. We condemn these gross violations of laws and call on the government of Liberia to act swiftly in bringing the violators to justice. We call on our international partner to take note of these gross breaches of international law. We intend to register our position through an appropriate legal channel. I'm in Rivergy County, where technical trainings were scheduled to commence on Wednesday, November 8, 2023. Our team was harassed, and later a Ghanaian national, Samson Isen Jr., who was providing technical assistance to us, was arrested by the police and later subjected to cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment. So let me go. I just want to get strictly to this particular portion of the statement that has to do with. All right, the United Party takes these frequent attacks seriously, and we recall that during the first round of the election, UP partisans were violently attacked on multiple occasions. As a result of our commitment to the affirmative declaration, we exercise utmost restraint to avoid undermining our fledgling democracy. We have called on our partisans and sympathizers to remain calm, and as such, unprovoked acts are intended to instill fear that wreck our campaign and frighten our people, but we will not surrender. We will meet our foes with valor unpretended. We call on Liberians to remain emboldened in the face of this act of lawlessness designed and implemented under the rightful eyes of Mr. Weah. We call on our partisans, rescue missionary supporters to remain calm, peaceful as we approach the date of reckoning. Please turn out your numbers. Okay, there is this portion where Ambassador Joseph Boakai talks about the undermining. So, okay, folks, let us take this short break. When we come back, we will definitely let's take this short break. We want to settle a few technical issues here. Let's take this short break.
Hello guys, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm your humble presenter of the program The Focal Point. As the demand for critical analysis and reliable information continues to be the appetite of the Liberian population, it is incumbent upon media practitioners to always be objective, independent, and fact-based in their reportorial duties. The clarion call for credible, reliable, and issue-based presentation must be considered at all times. In the wake of these functions and duty to service, it is only one show that stands tall among the rest. Focal Point, a program where we scrutinize, examine, and cross-examine by allowing the audience participate by posting and calling and commenting on the subject under discussion. We bring the guests in studio, we quiz them, and analyze the issue. Once again, this is your regular Monday friend, K. Lyndon Toba, on the Focal Online TV. Hello guys, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm your humble presenter of the program The Focal Point. As the demand for critical analysis and reliable
Christoph the King. I'm back on these egotistic politicians. I'm on my way now to reach it. See my dreams, all I see is diamonds and gold. But when I wake up, I see my people selling iron and coal. Ego, we're gonna control your soul. I thought they said I let control your reach, but how come my people are poor? When the government steal our embezzlement, the government people are problem. They will be the J, the B, the K, the Lee, I hope I'm not problem. When the government steal our embezzlement, the government people are problem. They will be the J, the B, the K, the Lee, I hope I'm not problem. It's just the way that we live. My people still acting like graves. See, y'all need to change all that evil mentality. You won't receive, you must give. Let's change the way that we eat. Let's change the way that we think. See, I'm from the ghetto where kids not that wasted. If you can smoke, you can drink. I know you been to America, boy, I just came from Soweto. Cause that by easy, the living is hard, but we still survive in the ghetto. When the government steal that embezzlement, the government people are problem. I swear to God, who gonna solve them? I swear to God, who gonna solve them? When you get money, you all in your brabby, you jack out to have on your product. I stand for the girls and the boys in the ghetto, the ones with no money to eat, man. They spend millions of dollars on guns, stuck your way our infrastructures and loved ones. 9 out of 11 with crumbs. Where I'm about to raise up my daughters and sons. We need to switch it up, people. The way that we living is evil. The way that we living is evil.